In the previous sessions, we came to know about mutable, immutable objects and also scope of variables. In this session, we will learn more about variables and objects and how the variables binds to objects. So first of all, let us see what are variables. Variables are just the names which refer to the object. And what are objects? Objects are those which have three things: identity, type and value. And assignment statements binds variables to objects. And now let us understand this concept of binding of variables to objects with an example. Open a web browser and type pythontutor.com URL in your browser. After that, click on start visualizing your code now. So first of all, write a is equal to b, b is equal to 1. Next, a is equal to list having elements 1, 2 and 3. C is equal to a dot append four, then C, A and B. Now I have written 8 lines of code. After that, click on visualize execution button and one by one we will see what is the meaning of each line of instruction. Click on next button. So first line has been executed and it is showing arrow in green color. Here an integer object 1 has been created which is referred by a variable a. Again click on next. B is another variable which referred to object 1. Again click on next. Now see, in this case when the third line is executed, A is referring to a list having elements 1, 2 and 3. Initially A was pointing to 1, but now in this case A is pointing to a list. Again click on next. C is pointing to A. It means both A and C, they are the different variable names which point to the same list object. Again click on next. So it will add 4 to the end of the existing list having elements 1, 2 and 3 because of this append function. Append function will add a new element at the end of the list. After that, click again on next. So it is displaying the value of C is a list. Again the value of A is also the same list and value of B is 1. So in this way you can visualize your code here. You can understand each line of code in a better way. Again go to the editor window. Here again we will write the second example in which A is pointing to the list having elements 1 and 2. B is referring to the same object to which A is referring. B and A, it means B and A both are referring to the same object. Then C is referring to the list object having elements 10 and 20. A dot append. C. So what will happen? The list having elements 10 and 20 will be added as the last element to the list whose elements are 1 and 2. Then next instruction is delete B. C dot append. First of all we will write all the lines of the code. After that we will understand what is the meaning of each line by clicking on visualize execution button. Then again next instruction is deleting C, then A -1, dot append 40, then again A is equal to B. Now click on visualize execution button. Here your code is ready for execution. Next button, see, A is a variable which refer to the list object having elements 1 and 2. B is also pointing to the same list object. Click on next. C is pointing to another list having elements 10 and 20. Then A dot append C. See, in this case, when the line number 4 has been executed, what is going on here? List having elements 10 and 20. This list has been added to the existing list having elements 1 and 2 as the last element. Okay, A आपकी लिस्ट है, उस लिस्ट में एज अ लास्ट एलिमेंट कौन सी लिस्ट ऐड हुई है जिसे C पॉइंट कर रहा है. Again when you click on next button, so it will delete B. In this case, B variable has been deleted. C dot append 30. So in the list having elements 10 and 20, 30 new element has been added in the last. Next click on delete C. So it will delete the variable C, but it will not delete the list to which C was pointing. इस केस में जो वेरिएबल नेम C है वो डिलीट हो गया है, लेकिन आपकी जो लिस्ट है जिसे C पॉइंट कर रहा था 10, 20, 30, वो लिस्ट अभी भी मेमोरी में है, क्योंकि ये जो लिस्ट है, दिस लिस्ट इज़ रेफर्ड बाय द लास्ट एलिमेंट ऑफ लिस्ट हैविंग एलिमेंट्स 1 and 2. जो पहले एक लिस्ट है जिसका नाम आपने A दिया है, उस लिस्ट में एज अ लास्ट एलिमेंट ये वाली लिस्ट भी प्रेजेंट है. दैट्स वाई डिलीटिंग C विल नॉट डिलीट द लिस्ट हैविंग एलिमेंट्स 10, 20 and 30. Again click on next. So see, in this case A minus 1 means last element. Append 40. What it means? A आपकी एक लिस्ट है, उस लिस्ट का लास्ट एलिमेंट चेक करिए, उस लिस्ट का लास्ट एलिमेंट भी एक फर्दर लिस्ट ही है, जो फर्दर लिस्ट है उसी में आपको 40 एक नया एलिमेंट ऐड करना है. ओके, अगेन व्हेन यू क्लिक ऑन नेक्स्ट, A is now pointing to 1. Since none of the variable is pointing to both of the list, that's why the two list objects has been deleted. Okay, so if again you want to see what is going on in the line number 8, so just click on previous button and see. When the line number 8 has been executed, A is pointing to the list having elements 1, 2 and list. Again in the list 10, 20, 30, another element 40 has been added. And when you click on next, since none of the variable is pointing to the list objects, that's why list objects has been deleted, and only there is one integer object to which A is pointing. Okay, and let us see one more example. On binding of variables to objects. So let us assume X is equal to list having elements 1 and 2. Y is your string Python. Okay, now third line, def fx, pass x as a parameter to the function f y is equal to x plus 1. Okay, then this function is returning a value x into y, and then this function is called in the line number 6 by passing a value 45. So value of x is 45, and since this function is returning some value, so we will use another variable z for referring to that returned value. After that, display z. Visualize execution. Now click on next button. Here x is a variable which point to the list object having elements 1 and 2. Then y is another list of another variable which refer to Python string. Then function has been defined and function name is f. Click on next. Function has been called here. Here the value of x is 45. Okay, after calling the function, the control will move inside function block and first instruction will be executed. Line number 4, y is equal to x plus 1. Since x value of x is 45, that's why value of y will be 46. Again click on next, so it will return a value x into y. Since the value of x is 45, y is 46, so multiplying will return the value 2070. So this value 2070 has been returned by function. Okay, and when the function will return, again the control will move on to the function calling part. That's why instruction number 6 will be executed after instruction number 5. And here the value of z will be 2070, which is the returned value. Again click on next, so it will display the value of z. Okay, so in this way you can see how the variables binds to objects.